Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief, and today I'll be coming at you with a replay review. This is a replay against Meep, who defeated me not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. So this was a bit of a grudge match. That would determine whether or not he'd beat me yet again for the 4th time. So he's playing some Japanese thing. I don't even want to know what that god is called. He has these kitsunes, which makes weeb soygasm into other dimensions. Send my dwarf to this. I haven't seen this replay yet, but my main goal is that my villager production doesn't cease. That is my objective here. So I get an okay amount of piggies. One thing I know about this guy is that he's really good at getting relics. He always gets all the relics. The other thing is that when he defeated me as Odin, so this is a different hero than I was expecting. The other games that he was playing Odin. I've just been spamming Loki. You guys know how I go. Once I get into once I get sort of locked into a civ, I do it until I get really sick of it. So yeah, I don't really know much about. I don't really know much about the Japanese. Looks like they have some kind of like nani, some kind of waifu that does something there. He's doing a really good job of exploring, I will say that. How many piggies did he get? Pretty good amount. I think he has more than me. Definitely more. So I come forward here and don't get a super good advance time. You can see I'm waiting for the wood. I'm trying to remember, I think someone was slightly out. Yeah, they kept going for chickens instead of getting wood. So I was slightly behind on that, resulting in a late uptime. That's really annoying when they do that, so gotta make sure to shift click onto that. 3 ox carts isn't ideal. Preferably you have like a tree nearby, something that you're working on. There are no trees near the gold. Maybe I could have done something over here with this tree right here, but little inefficiencies can really add up. You can see here, this guy, the straggler tree stuff definitely has fewer resources as a result of that. So I get a hero out and build a wall here. I wasn't sure if you could walk across this. You can. It's shallow water. Kind of a cool map. I like this map. It's hyper. These sort of gold oases. Once again, great scouting with the these. Still getting piggies. I get my my what's it up. I was going for that farm relic, missed it. Seems like these better players are definitely getting up a little earlier. So I get an extra dwarf, bringing it to 5 dwarves, which I think is actually perfect. And then turn on auto gatherers. Make another Herser, not quite sure what to expect. Come in here, get into a fight, take out that Kitsune and the, what is this thing? A Yorokumo. Does quite a bit of damage. What does this do? Whoa. You can obtain all upgrades for free. So I assume he did that to his armory. I don't know what he did that to. He did it to something. That seems like a really strong power, I'm not gonna lie. So at that point I've killed some units. I don't have a good idea of what he's building. At this point I don't see this stable. It's a pretty hidden stable if you ask me. If you want to see my view of this, definitely a pass through his base. I haven't even used spy, which is actually pretty bad. Yeah, definitely should have gone for spy at some point. Pop in here with these to kind of take a peek. Should have spied right there. But at this point I can see what he's up to. And he moves forward with these Naginata riders, which are strong. They're very strong. Heal up a little bit here, try getting a longhouse down, but it is now... I should be... Oh no, I try to build this over here because I'm worried about him raiding, unless I wasn't quite expecting him to charge straight in like this. I guess I wasn't quite expecting these units to be so good. Get a good walk through there. This troll is in a good position here. Could maybe... no, not enough wood. Having wood issues. I don't think I have the upgrade for it. Currently making nothing except villagers. I'm a little caught out. I need those herdmen. And I don't have enough Hersers to just take a fight, and I don't even have close to all their upgrades. These are medium now. They have better armor than I do. And they take down my longhouse. Definitely could have spied these just to keep an eye on them. Try to get some more. Look how little that rock throw did to them. Definitely. Start trying to man fight a little bit with Herser, but it's definitely not in my favor there. Kind of wasted resources. Not looking good. Troll comes out and I think I should have waited a little bit longer, but I was worried about... I was wondering if I could... I guess I don't quite have a good idea of how good these herdmen are against cavalry. Like, they're getting... You can see they're doing some damage, but it's not like the craziest anti-cav unit I've ever seen in my life. Like, one goes down. You still got a lot of these things. So I'm in deep trouble. There's going on 2,000 score lead for my opponent. And what I end up doing is sort of assessing for a second. Things are going down. My resources aren't totally depleted by any means. They're slowly whittling down these buildings, which actually gives me a lot of time. What would have been really bad is if he went for my villagers. But at this point, there's a massive advantage for him in the military department. I think I do finish this tower. And I'm in danger of getting housed too, so... Finish the tower, set up a bunch of houses here. He goes up to this wall, which is actually really helpful. Get more herdmen up, just anti-cav, so I can see over here. In his base, we actually do have a non-trivial villager advantage here, so that's helping. Not sure what the technology situation is, but we do get a temple going back up. Our house situation is sort of fixed. Temple goes into armory. Having a bit of food issues, but we do have 2 hunts over here that are... We've got 21 villagers on food. He seems really set on shutting this down, which I think he would have won if he'd gone into my base. Also, don't they have like crazy... Yeah, they have good pierce armor, so he could stand under my town center, and my sentry towers are not upgraded, so in retrospect, that's what he should have done. We're starting to get an okay amount of herdmen, 8 herdmen to his 14 Naginatas is, I think he'd still win in the man fight, but the, we're slowly crawling our way back, and he's making archers to, I assume he has an idea that I have these herdmen, or at least that I know that's the counter, which I suppose is, you know, I guess he doesn't think I'm completely stupid. I get the Hersers coming through here. He doesn't like what he sees. He immediately goes in, going for houses. Just immediately aggressive, and I know I gotta do something here, otherwise my situation is not gonna be good. The herdmen go on the archers, and then I micro them over to the horses, and we get a nice Valkyrie spawn. Very helpful, and these herdmen are pulling it together, and I think with the help of the Valkyrie we do take them down. These herdmen perform way better than I thought they would. And with that comes a fight going our way. We get our healing thing back, and we chase these archers all the way. The more we can kill them, the better. And he really, looking at this now, does not have much going on in his base. I do pull off because I'm worried that there'll be a reinforcements. It looks like he spent a bunch of his money on this town center over here. And during this fight, I've been able to go to the castle age. Starting to have house issues. Hersers are continuing to come out, same with herdmen. I have to shift over here with my dwarves. Getting 2 more dwarves over there because we're starting to have some gold issues. I believe I have basic upgrades at this point. And now I'm deciding whether or not to go in. I do go. Getting a couple cavalry to try to interfere with any villagers that may be sort of stranded. I'm pulling ahead in score. And thanks to the healing spring, this force is actually ready to go. Infrastructure is pretty good. Take out the swampland, and I put out walking woods almost simultaneously. I don't quite know what this does. Kappa will leap out of the water and drown enemy human soldiers. Okay, so that's really bad for having human soldiers there. He really wants them in there. I pull out of that swampland relatively cleanly and just go for the TC. He's going on the train, which is actually really good for me for keeping these humans alive. And this, I think, may have stopped him from age 3. I'm actually not sure. You guys can scroll it back and look at the resources. You might be able to see if you clicked up on that. And he does not like this. A raiding cavalry goes over there and perishes, and then he surrenders. So, we did get our revenge. The herdman came in clutch. I've been having trouble against Poseidon as well, so I need to remember the herdman. And against these calf civilizations, I need to be more vigilant. But yeah, I'm pleased with the way I played. I was going down, but I held in there, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.